Hey guys, it's me Annie, and I'm doing Author's Answers number 11. So the question is, if you were going to write in a genre other than what you normally write, what would you like to try? So that is pretty relevant to me right now because I am going to be writing my first romance novel, and I've never written a romance novel before. I have read a lot of romance novels, but never written one. So that is a bit outside of my comfort range. I have written a lot of other books. I've written poetry, and I've written magical realism pieces, and I've written a lot of very experimental stuff and fantasy. I've written a lot of stuff, a lot of different kinds of stuff too, but I haven't tried to write romance, which is a bit strange considering that it's kind of like if I'm feeling down, that's my go-to genre, and it's fun for me. I like romantic suspense probably more than any of the other sub-genres of romance, and so why not try it? So the first, I think I can remember the first romance novels that I read. My grandmother lived in a retirement community, and they had a library and for all the old people, and I would go there because we'd go to our house all the time, and I'd go to the library, and there was all of these shelves of beautiful ladies and dashing gentlemen, and most of them were Regency romances and things like that. And so that was my first kind of foray into it, and I read pretty much the whole library that they had. I mean, I'm pretty sure that the whole thing was gone through. And then after that happened, some of the old ladies knew that I liked it, and actually it was really nice because the manager of the place let me take some home, so that was great too. So it's like a lending library for me, but also the old ladies there, they found out, and then they had their own romance stashes, and then they'd let me borrow, and then we'd have things to talk about as they fed me cookies, which is a brilliant thing when you're 12 years old reading your first romances, and and then getting fed delicious treats while you discuss them. So yeah, I think that it's about time that I try something that's brought me so much joy. I think that I've spent a lot of time focused on really dark stuff, especially with my writing. Like all of my writing is I think that it's been very dark, and so I'm not going to take that away entirely because, like I said, my favorite subgenre of romance is romantic suspense, so I definitely want to keep my darkness, but I want to also have more hope because I feel like I've walked in darkness enough, right? I feel like I've really done a lot, and it's time for a bit of a change and a bit of seeing what else might appeal to me, and broaden my horizons a bit. Who knows, maybe that'll be the thing that really clicks. And you can always write anything you feel like, really. I mean, you just can. So it doesn't mean that if I do really love writing romance and I continue doing it, which I think I'm going to, I've been really enjoying researching how to put this structure together and all of that stuff. So it doesn't mean that I'm going to give up on my darker things and stop writing them, but I think that going forward, I need a little bit more balance. So I want to focus on happy things too. Alright, so there you go, there's my answer. I'm going to finish that tea. I hope that you have tea too, and I will talk to you next time.